Sandy Krebs, but you can call me Chef Viva Vegana. In these videos, I'll be sharing with you how anyone can make delicious vegan food. So let's cook. Chef Viva Vegana here. Today I want to share my recipe for raw tomato marinara with you. So, let's cook. I want to start off by mentioning that not all sun-dried tomatoes are created equal. These ones that I'm using are very soft and they don't require any soaking before use. If you're using a very dry sun-dried tomato, you may have to soak them in hot water for up to an hour to get them pliable enough to where they will blend with the other ingredients well. And if you do that, you'll want to save the water that you drain off of them after you've soaked them in case you need to add a little liquid into the recipe. So, we're going to start off by putting 3/4 of a cup of sun-dried tomato in. A 1/4 of an onion in big chunks. A teaspoon of salt. 2 cloves of garlic, a 1/2 teaspoon of fine diced serrano. You can skip that if you don't like your food too spicy. And 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. You can also skip the olive oil if you're trying to avoid fat in your diet. And we're going to put in, for starters, about 1/2 of the 1.5 pounds or 3 large tomatoes. You're going to set your food processor to the low setting and blend it. I'm gonna stop and scrape down the sides quickly. So that was about 1 minute altogether. I'm now going to add in a 1/4 of a cup of fresh basil, a tablespoon of fresh oregano, and a teaspoon of finely chopped fresh rosemary. If you need to substitute dried herbs, dried basil, and dried oregano, that's fine for this recipe, but I would not recommend substituting dry rosemary because it gets really hard and I just don't think it would be a pleasant texture in this. And the other 1/2 of the tomatoes. And we're going to process it for about 1 minute again.
And there you have it.
I hope you enjoyed this recipe for raw tomato marinara. I'm going to be using it in a raw manicotti dish on a separate video and posting that later on today. So I hope you'll like and share my videos. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and check back often to see what other recipes we're utilizing the raw tomato marinara in, and all kinds of other recipes as well. So until next time, let's cook.